The biggest culture shock I've experienced in Morocco, I must say it was living in person the month of Ramadan and understanding how despite the fasting, it's a beautiful month for reflection and family gatherings.
The similarities between Nigeria and Spain, I will say two. The first one is quite funny. Nigeria is after Spain the biggest market for tiger nut milk. Tiger nut milk is what we call horchata. So for me it was a surprise to see all the people drinking in the bars and restaurants horchata. It is true that it's slightly different as they add ginger to it, which makes it slightly spicy, but it's still amazing. Aside from that, I will say like Nigerians, like Spaniards, they love to socialize with people. Any excuse is good to gather with your family or hang out with your friends. And also, they love to party a lot.
One would expect that because I'm a Kenyan coming to Ghana and it's all in Africa, that it's all the same. But I tell you, it's equally similar. The experience is similar to going to other countries outside Africa. For instance, when I first came here, my first meal was a local dish called waji. It's one of the local favorites. They like taking it for breakfast. Now, when you hear of breakfast, you expect pastries, sandwiches, and something of the sort along that line. But this is a whole meal, complete with rice and beans, some macaron, and an array of proteins. So in there you have beans, you have eggs, you can have fish, you can have beef, you can have all types of protein in one dish. That's very, very, very uncommon in Kenya. And that actually helped me get that aha moment of why content has a purpose. Very interesting bit.
Well, the key learning for me is the importance to keep an open mind. In Poland, actually, my key word has been yes. So I wanted to try everything, to live the real Polish experience. So I've been to a Polish karaoke, for example. I joined the run marathon in Warsaw. I've been traveling across Poland in all the different cities.
My biggest learning so far has been to always have a curious attitude when facing new challenges and meeting new people, and to let them surprise you. You will be amazed of the great things you will discover.
As a partner operations manager, I have to be very, very creative in everything that I'm doing. I have to always invent new ways of doing things. And if I find a solution, it doesn't mean that it will work for everyone else. That being said, the country has a very high percentage of long-term partners. That means you have to be extra creative in finding a way to meet them halfway. A very exciting opportunity.
If you really want to understand a country, if you really want to understand its people, you need to be here, you need to be in the ground.
I really believe that the IFP is not only a great professional experience, but it's also a program that can enrich you from the personal perspective. And I do believe that keeping an open mind is the only way to live it 100%.